Hey there, good morning. So, um, the first video that I came to this morning, as per usual, call it what you want. There's many potentials of what could be going on there, but it's just amazing how everything I come to connects to the next thing. Now, mind you, I'm not a big scroller because I'm blind, so I usually go with the top couple videos. I can't ever read the titles. I just see, a picture of a person, and or I might see a really big title on the cover page, but usually I just pick it randomly, and it's always so fitting. Like today I was talking about something I know very well, but I didn't realize it was a thing. He was talking about the power of being objective instead of subjective, seeing things from kind of like the big perspective instead of your own personal desires, but also, holding your morals and what have you. But it's just like, it put it in a perspective that made me make a little bit more sense to me, because sometimes I'm just blown away that I'm just so resilient and not really affected by anything. And it's because I've, over time and a lot of trauma, been able to identify what every experience teaches me, enough so that now I know no matter what it is that I'm looking at, there is a bigger meaning behind it. And usually I won't really know what it is, but sometimes I will, especially when it comes to like interactions and, breaking through soul bonds and things. I have my own and whatnot, but it's taken me a long time to unpack them and unfold them, and that's the only reason I can even talk about this. Otherwise, nobody really has a right to say anything unless they've actually been doing it, or, they're doing it out loud. But yeah, I've always held this subjective truth, knowing that whatever it is I feel called to do, no matter how outlandish it might seem, there's a bigger purpose behind it. There's a grander reason. Usually, like as an example, I had a new boyfriend, and the mother of his children was kind of like trying to find a place to settle down, and was kind of, home free, doing their thing. And I invited them and the children and her new boyfriend to come and move in. Most people would have some subjective opinion about that, like, oh no, like, I can't do that for this, that, and the other reason. But like, that didn't even cross my mind. What did cross my mind is like, how is it you just are so willing? But I understood it's because it's the right thing to do. And in my mind, I can actually see how doing the right thing could create a massive amount of healing if you just jump out of the box of the taboo nature of things, or judgment of any kind, or insecurities. Now, mind you, I knew, because this is how I live my life, that even if there is something that might make me feel a little uncomfortable, that I would learn something. And I want to know what resistance I have, and what kind of subjective things I'm still holding on to, so that I can bring them to a more open and objective place for the happiness of everyone and the healing, inevitably. But it's just about every moment being authentic and always doing what I feel is right, even if I think I'm crazy for doing it. So ironic, the irony is amazing. What's funny, though, is that I do see how what I watched today, even though I hold this really well in my heart when it comes to like interactions with other beings, and with grand truths of the world, and, like with all the big stuff. But I have this desire to create, to get my artwork out there, and I know that it can heal people, because I know what rainbow colors do when you look at them. And I have writings that I know, when in books, people that are ready for the information will get them, and it'll be a blessing to them. And I know it's the right thing to do. I know it's what's my heart is calling me to do. But there's all of these subjective things popping in, like, you realize how blind you are, right? And you know that it's going to be like a job, and you're going to have to like not just sit on your butt, It's me also battling that masculine side, because to me inside it feels as though that's the doer and not the beer, And for years now, I have been told to sit in the dirt because I raised myself. I took care of myself. I became way too masculine for my own good. And I understand the great beauty in that, because it's been so much easier to come back to balance and honor the feminine as she comes and honor that masculine that had my back when nobody else did. You know, I became the masculine that was the healthy masculine for me. And that's what we're supposed to do. I didn't realize that. And that's why I'm integrated to the level that I am, because, again, I was in an objective, seeing objectively, like, this does not feel good, but there's purpose in it. And this is what needs to be done. And this is what is. And it's beautiful, whatever it might be. And, I have that view on everything in existence. And I don't care how severe, like the video that I was watching was talking about like the Nazis and stuff. I have that ability to have unconditional love for Hitler. Understanding all of what it took to get a person's mind to be in that sort of place, and all of the people that listened because they were doing just what they were told. I understand the deep programming that's taken to just do that without your heart telling you there's something up with that. And I have nothing but compassion. So I'm just really blessed, and I feel very grateful to kind of see in a little more detailed way how it is that I have the view on existence that I do, and what makes me such an awesome vessel for all of the beautiful truths that are coming in, because I am open and I hold no judgment against anybody or anything for any reason. I guess that's really like the big requirement for truth. I love you guys.